Good evening, welcome to the International Racing Series. It's round 9 tonight. We're at Monza. We have a sprint race for you tonight, which should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that for sure. Before we get started, I'm just going to have to run off just for a second. There's something I forgot in the other room, so I'll be back momentarily. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot something in the other room. So, yes, round 9. Here we go, Monza. We have the sprint race as well. Just 9 laps, so that would be that is a true sprint race. We'll see what happens there. So people are just starting to lobby up. Still 10 minutes until the race gets underway, so plenty of time. I better put spectator on, actually. Hope everyone's had a good week. It's an awfully cold part of the year, at least for me. You can see some of the usual suspects getting into the lobby now. I think Connor was the first one in, aside from Bossman, Heller and myself. So he looks like he's right up for it tonight. Now Liam's in there, Husky, as you can see. And we've got Pink Washed Eye. Nick Broom in an Alpine. DMB's there as well. So lots of familiar faces, and it's good to see. Well, we don't want to see around here tonight, and I don't want to invoke it, but I'll say it anyway. We don't really want to see a wet race, I don't think. I think Monza in the dry is where it's at. Here's Jessek, look, just entering the lobby right now. Couple more in now. It's the Donster, the man himself. Just going to check a couple of things. Right, so we can have a look at the drivers' standings. And Husky is on 147 points with not long to go in the season. Just 4 more races, including today. Of course, we do have a sprint race today as well, so extra points available. But yeah, 147 points, which is quite a significant lead of 41 points over both JTK and Connor at the minute, both on 106. And then we have to go a little bit further down, 30 points back. Is JTK's teammate in the Ferrari, Liam Doherty. Then we have Jessex Sam, Invade Seth, Blue Goggy, Pink Eye Penguin, the Donster and Polish Hammer, all between around 60 and 25 points. It's still very close. Hella High's got 4 points this season. And then we've got 5 guys that haven't scored yet. And we move to the Constructors. And Ferrari last week moved up a place into first. 182 points for the Ferrari team, overtaking the Williams, who are on 177. The Aston Martin's on 147 points. Husky absolutely carrying that team. And we've got the Red Bulls on 97, the Saubers on 90, the Alpines on 64. The McLarens, who also moved up a place last week, are on 44 points. The Racing Bulls on 40, Mercedes 39, and we've got the Haas team on 4 points at the bottom of the standings. Seems people are still having a few connection issues due to the crossplay. I think what it needs is I think PC players need to invite other PC players and Xbox players need to invite other Xbox players. See, Leg Trade has managed to get in. JTK's in the lobby now as well. Still getting ready for everyone to get in the lobby, of course. I'll just quickly look at the attendance and see how many we've got overall. We're only missing 2 more, I think. So, not many. One being Polish Hammer, and he's got his invite from a fellow PC player, so should be in any time now. Monza, the chicane central, but a very fast track and very low downforce. Plenty of opportunities to make an overtake or two. just a reminder that on Sundays we do have the weekend league, the tier 2 races, and you're more than welcome to come and watch on a Sunday evening. Same start time as the midweek league, and it's a fantastic league, full of competition, great drivers, great action as well. So definitely join us on a Sunday for that. As it stands, we've got 13 in. We're waiting for one more, and we might even just start up. And I think it's Nico, maybe we're waiting on. Might have to just join during qualifying, as an invite would have been sent. It's bang on start time, so could give them a couple of minutes, I guess. But it looks like everybody is readying up. Here we go then. Should be, yeah, sprint qualifying first. Interesting strategy here in the sprint qualifying. Obviously, you don't have an unlimited amount of tyres to use, so you might see some people doing runs on medium compound tyres. So looking decent in terms of the weather, at least. And you can see at the bottom right there the track map, loads of chicanes, and we're just waiting. People will be setting up their cars right now. Of course, for qualifying for the actual race, which will come after the sprint race, you're able to kind of reset and do your strategy once again. Now Connor out on the medium tyres, which I do suspect quite a few people are going to be doing. Let's see what Leg Schrader's done. He's straight out on the softs. I'm not sure how many people you'll see do that. .12 minutes the qualifying during the sprint qualifying, so less time obviously. Trader then on his outlap. He's going to be first round. Parabolica. And the final corner of the track. So stay on board with him. Hopefully he doesn't invalidate. You can invalidate around here quite easily. You can overshoot turn one as well. So we'll have to keep an eye out. DRS down the start, finish straight then into turn one. And you can see the first chicane of the evening. Not too bad that actually. Red Schrader having a bit of a disappointing season. Not picked up any points yet. One of only 4 drivers not to do so. And looking to rectify that tonight, and there's a good chance. But not if he invalidates. That's exactly the start he would be hoping to avoid. You see Connor's just gone through, so we can get on board with Connor. Although he's on the medium tyres, we'll be looking to put a really solid lap in if possible. So you've seen him go through the second set of chicanes, and into the third set. Very important you're lying out of here. You want to get as much speed coming down the straight. Slings it into that final hairpin. Already Heller and Pink have both decided they've left the session and they're not going to use any tyres. So that's going to be interesting. 118.9 for Connor. And you see Nick Brown there on softs, just on a 122.1. Here comes DMB then. Let's see what time comparatively he's going to get. Keep an eye on the Ferrari of JTK as well. So DMB with a 124.5. There's JTK, again on mediums like his rival Connor. 119.0 for Husky, who I assume was also on medium tyres. Very, very close, and I expect JTK to be very close as well. Top three, they're going to be battling all evening, I suspect. Here we go then, around the final corner. Let's see what JTK can do. He can come back in the pits. Not happy with that. Okay, so the Donster over the start-finish line. That's his first qualifying lap of the evening. We go into turns 1 and 2. Nice. Maybe use a little bit more track on the outside there, coming out of turn 2. But Jesek on the mediums, a 118.9, 7 hundredths quicker than his teammate Connor. Williams having a good time so far in qualifying. The Donster, as we see, his first lap of the evening, using all the track there, double right-hander. Got to be careful with the curbs here at Monza. They can send you flying, and they'll put you in a wall, and that's it. That's your race over. Or in this case, qualifying, obviously. Yeah, nicely using all the track there as well. Pretty smooth this from the Donster. I don't know what the time will be overall, but not too bad. In case of safety cars, it's and that's unfortunate. That's an invalidation on the last corner. Ran ever so slightly wide there. Let's stay on board with Drift King then. He's about to finish his out lap here. Putting in his first lap of the evening. A lot of drivers still without a time. And Drift King put himself up there. Jesek had a phenomenal first lap, by the way. Provisionally on pole for the sprint race. Very important that you start as far as possible. I mean, that's kind of obvious, but here at Monza it's especially important because going into turns 1 and 2, you kind of want to be at the front. You don't want to be in the middle of the pack. Very easy to have a collision with someone, collect damage, even DNF. So, yep. Let's see what sort of time Drifting puts in then. It's around the 120. So 120.6, that's 5th position though. Leg Trader's in second. Oh no, he's invalidated again. Wow, that's quite devastating. Connor's just starting his second fast lap. He's got on the soft tyres, so really means business this run. Not long to go. There's Liam just out. Just letting Connor through there. And this should be a really quick time. Not too far up on his time, just 300 so far, but that should increase the longer the lap goes on. A little bit of oversteer, really threw it into the corner there. Now 2/10 the difference. Not a huge difference, but this is where I imagine he'll make up or gain a lot of time. Once again, loves to sling it right into that final corner. Well, just 2.5 tenths quicker than his previous time. It's provisionally pole, but we'll have to see whether that's enough. I don't really think he's got time for another run, so this is going to be it for Connor during sprint qualifying. The Trader unable to get a lap in. One of 3 that won't be setting a time here in the sprint qualifying. Well, some people tend to almost not care about the sprint qualifying because of more points available in the race itself. Also more margin for error in terms of points. Obviously you've got 10 point scorers in the feature race and only 8 in the sprint, but this is looking decent from Liam here. I think that's Connor there, not wanting to wanted to give anything easy. Here comes Liam over the line then. And it's a 1:19.2, that's 4th position. It's not a bad lap. Is Connor going again? I think so. Have to see what sort of time he can set. Oh, that's not very good. It's Husky just behind, coming out of turn 2 here. And let's see what sort of lap Husky can set. He's done a 1:19.003 so far, 3rd position. Our championship leader is Husky. Let's see what he can do. Almost an inadvertent toe there from Connor, which will help his lap time. You can see nice and smooth, Mr. Consistent, not just this season, but kind of always Husky. He is a very, very consistent driver. As he comes around the final corner, and let's see what he can achieve here. A 1:18.7, just marginally quicker than Connor. So, provisional pole, but what's JTK going to do? Session over, so whatever JTK does here, he might as well stay out and set a time, I guess. And try and improve his position. Here he comes. Around the final corner then. Another 1:18.7, look at that, the top 3 separated by only 900ths of a second, less than 900ths of a second actually. Some Great work being done by that top three. And the Donster gets 5th position with a 1:19.0 there at the end. I don't know if Drift King is still going. Yeah, Drift King's still going. It's going to make up at least a place. You can see that the top 6 is 5/10 between them. There's a bit of a gap. Let's see if Drift King can make up a place. Yes, with a 1:19.8, 7th position. So that will be the grid for the sprint race. It's going to be Husky and Connor on the front row, JTK just behind, Jessek in 4th in the Williams as well. So a very good qualifying session for the Williams. The Donster and Liam are going to be on row 3 of the grid, followed by Drift King and DNB. Polish Hammer and Nick Brown 9th and 10th. And then we've got the 3 cars that didn't manage to put a time in for one reason or another. We've got Pink, Heller and Leg Schrader. Going to have, at least in Pink and Heller's case, going to have more sets of tyres to play with in qualifying for the feature race. Leg Schrader did make a couple of runs though, or attempted runs, so that could be to his detriment very much. Jessic, by the way, with that time, that 1:18.9, which was a very quick time, on the medium tyre, that is definitely going to be something to look out for, because if Jessic can put those sort of times in on a medium compound, then when he goes to the softs in the qualifying for the feature race, that's going to be, that time's going to be lowered significantly. Everybody just setting up what they're going to run with for this race in terms of fuel and in terms of tyres. A pit stop here in a sprint race is very, very detrimental. You don't want to be taking a pit stop during a sprint race. It's basically your race is over. So it's very important not to incur any damage. And you might see people staying out with damage. There we go then. This is the formation lap, as you can see. Husky getting us underway. Let's look at the tyres then. Everyone on the medium compound, which is to be expected in a sprint race. You do expect everyone to generally be on the same strategy. It's going to be 9 laps, 9 hectic laps. We're going to have DRS from lap 2. The anti-Max Verstappen rule. DRS on lap 2 instead of 3 as it used to be. Look for turns 1 and 2. And 4 and 5 to be very chaotic. One and 2 especially though. Blue Goggies join. Unfortunately not quite in time for the sprint race, I don't believe. We'll be able to take part and participate in the qualifying and the or for the feature race and the feature race itself, which is always good. Won't be able to take part in this particular sprint race. So we're all getting ready. Everybody's lining up, ready for the start of this sprint, and we'll have to see who gets underway the quickest. JTK, a notable quick starter, of course. And how much pressure are people going to put on? You can see Connor there as he's lined up on the grid, almost just facing the other side of the track, quite kind of diagonal in his big box. Keep an eye out for that. Here we go then, we're underway. Yeah, Connor's going to move across as quickly as possible just to cover himself. Yep, he's covered himself from JTK in third there. Now he's moving to the outside of turn 1. He's got the inside line on turn 2. Side by side with Husky. Husky is probably going to retake the lead. Marginally behind here, just ever so slightly. You can see switching positions between the two. JTK right behind in third position. We're not going to see a pit stop, by the way, on lap 4 for a new set of medium tyres. Husky losing out now, 2 positions. Down to third. Connor in first, JTK up to second. So a good start from both of them. GMB Super Skills has just lost 2 places, as we can see. Dropping behind Pink and Polish. See them all go through. Everybody kind of lined up now. Long DRS train as it stands. All the top 10 within DRS. Again, we're getting a look at possible race strategies. As I say, I don't think we're going to see people just pitting in for no reason on lap 4 to put on a fresh set of medium tyres. That's not really going to happen. So Connor is in the lead at the end of lap 1, and he's under pressure here. Husky is looking to make a move. Connor's just missed out there, down into third. Husky moving up to first position. A fantastic move there. But JTK, I think, and Jessek's up to third, by the Connor losing out really badly. He's got the Ferrari of Liam right next to him. You can see a lot of action going on here. 2 Williams side by side, making it quite difficult for Liam to make a pass. And has moved through into third in front of Jessek. Jessek doing a bit of a job for the team too. We'll be trying to hold back a little bit while staying within DRS, just to try and create a little gap that his teammate can take advantage of. Jessek and Connor, really good team drivers. Egg Schrader moves up to 11th position. It's not a point scoring position. Only the top 8 will score points during a sprint race. Respectively, from 1st to 8th will be 8 points down to 1 point. Obviously, in the feature race, the points are a lot more, except if you finish 10th, then you're getting 1 point. But that's still more than what you'd get if you finish 10th in a sprint race. So there is that. Husky goes through then on JTK for the lead of the race. The DRS really helping out there, and it will. And let's start finish straight. Oh, and I think that's Liam. Has he got damage there? No, he looks to be all right. He did have a little bit of a wobble there, a bit of an incident. It looks to be unscathed. Well, I hope so anyway. We don't want to see people getting damaged there. We do. We all want to see clean racing. Nothing to separate all these drivers at the front. Connor could not be closer to the back of JTK if he tried. And DRS enabled again. This is the second DRS zone on the circuit. You might notice that the first DRS zone here, unlike many other circuits, starts after the start-finish line. So if you're going to pass on the last lap, then you've got to make it count. Connor moving through into second position, side by side as the inside line. I think the wide line might do JTK some favours here. Managed to carry more speed out of the corner. Husky puts in the fastest lap of the race so far. Polish Hammer almost immediately gets the fast lap himself. No bonus points for a fast lap in the sprint race. Husky losing out, almost lost out there 2 places, but I think he has. He's side by side with Connor. Now, is he going to be able to hold? I think so. JTK's managed to pull out a 7/10 gap here. You see all these guys, it's the top 8 now, all within DRS range of each other, which makes it quite difficult to overtake. especially if you're like down in 5th or 6th or something like that. Pink wash eye, I don't might get DRS there, yeah. But it makes it really difficult because everyone in front of you is going to have DRS as well. That was one of the problems with the DRS train. Get on board with Jessic then. Not really closing the gap on Connor, but not losing out either. You get a good view from Jessic here, the start-finish straight. But Liam is going to go through, or he's going to try and get through in 4th position. I think Jessic with the wide line there, yeah, has got the momentum. Liam's looking to move up into 3rd here. Husky loses out, down to 3rd position. But side by side, Liam's just going to get cut off there a little bit. As he comes through again, up into 4th. Some very nice clean racing there. Connor has moved up into 2nd. Husky down into 3rd. So Pink Washed Eyes, you see, is about 7/10 behind this leading pack. And it's important it doesn't drop off because he's got Polish Hammer right behind. And, yeah, doesn't want to get into any problems. Leg Schrader down to 11th. He's having a really good run there. Hopefully no damage. Oh, Connor's gone through on JTK, by the way. Missed that. Whoa, Liam's gone right over. A bit of a corner cut there. Pink Washed Eye has moved up 2 positions. Liam and Jessic both moving out. Maybe, you know, side to side, just locked up. You know, locked cars there for a second. Got wheels, and Pink Washed Eye took full advantage. Up into 4th position. Connor's going to have to do all he can as Liam back up into 4th to hold everyone off here. Yeah, JTK's through. Oh, Connor with a big mistake there. You saw that. Down into 5th. And that's allowed JTK to open a gap of 1.2 seconds, which means Husky behind will not have DRS should this gap remain. Husky really needs to get a move on here. Needs to get within DRS range. Otherwise he's going to be under pressure from 4 or 5 drivers behind him. I don't think he's going to get it this time. Hella High's just put in the fastest lap with a 120.8 there. The fastest we've seen all session. Connor up now into 4th position. Yeah, the gap 1.3. JTK now that he doesn't have to worry about the car behind having DRS. Can really put his foot down, start to pull away, not worry about defending. 1.5 seconds now the gap. JTK has put in the fastest lap of the race. Takes that fast lap from Hella. The Donster up to 7th. You see a lot of scrapping behind as Jessic and Pink Washed Eye side by side. Jessic is now definitely in 5th position. Took that position nicely. What's Connor going to be able to do on Liam? On lap 7 of 9, so not long to go. He's managed to get the gap down to 1.2. Really needs to get that DRS. He's going to be in trouble if he doesn't. 3 seconds for Leg Schrader for multiple warnings. Only Nick had that as well. I think Leg Schrader is off the track right now. He's still going though. Again, gap up to 1.5 between JTK and Husky. So Husky, no DRS. Got the last 2 more laps. Nick is DNF. We won't see a safety car at this stage, I don't believe. Going into Parabolica there, I think. Get your line wrong and you could be swung into a wall. probably just experienced that. Kind of struggling to get past Liam Doherty here. Liam doing a good job using the DRS to keep Connor behind. Probably wants Liam to be a bit closer to Husky, and then he can at least try and pass Husky. But we'll see. Liam is a lot closer this time though. He was 4 tenths back last lap at this stage. You have to just 2 tenths, 3 tenths. So you've got a really good chance if he has a good exit here, which it looks like he has. Liam is going to probably try and make the pass here. Yeah, he has. He's gone through, so we've got a Ferrari 1-2. We've got pink washed eye in the background there, if you look backwards. Taking Jesek, and we're on the final lap of the race. JTK's just slowed down a little bit, and I think that's just to keep Liam in front. If Liam's got DRS, it's going to be hugely difficult for anyone to pass him. It's a strategical move here from JTK. We've seen this a lot from him over the past couple of seasons, where he has worked very well with his teammate, and it's very important to do so, especially times like these. Connor has given everything he's got here, and it looks like, yeah, he's going to get through on Husky. They're going to go side by side. This is not a great place to go side by side. You see a little touch there. Connor's managed to get through though. Here we go, round the final corner. JTK is a great strategical move in letting his teammate get DRS. Takes the win, JTK. Liam in second, Connor third, Husky fourth, Pink Washed Eye fifth, followed by Jesek, the Dunster, Polish Hammer. They were side by side there at the end. As we see DNB cross the line for ninth, Drift King in 10th. Here comes Heller and Leg Schrader having a really good battle here over 11th position. It's great to see. Leg Schrader able to pass with DRS, and that's, Heller has ran really wide. Look at the dirt on that car. It's going to need a good clean afterwards. These final two, you can see a bit of a show there for the camera. Well, Heller went a bit too much. There's Leg Schrader over the line, and that is the sprint race over. And it was JTK with the win there, and a really good second place for Liam, which helps both the Ferraris and the constructors, and it helps JTK because that means Connor and Husky will get slightly less points. So closing the gap to the top there, JTK. 3 points difference between him and the championship leader Husky doesn't seem like much, but come the end of the season, that could be crucial. That could be something that decides a championship. So we're going to get set now for the qualifying for the feature race, which will be an 18-minute session. Those that have saved their soft tyres could be at a distinct advantage, and I expect they will be. Someone like Leg Schrader, for example, who already used 2 sets in the sprint quali, might be at a disadvantage right now. Gonna have to get that run perfect. So everybody can, if they felt like they didn't have the right balance in the car, they do have the opportunity to once again fully set up their car for this session and the race. Connor first out of the pits, looking to put a marker down. Here he is, on soft tyres. I wonder if... No, they are fresh softs. I was wondering if he maybe put an old set on for his first run. And of course we've got Blue Goggy in the Red Bull for this session and the race. Ran a bit late, but here for qualifying and the feature race. Here we go. He's almost round. One corner to go. It's a long one, and he's invalidated his current lap. I wonder if that's affected him and made him invalidate. Sometimes it invalidates your up and coming lap as well. The line that he's taking, probably not. I think he's okay. Yeah. So Connor over the start finish line then. First lap of quali for the feature race. 16 minutes to go. Plenty of time. See, looks a little bit overcast, doesn't it? See, that doesn't make a difference. That could be Jessic just in front of Connor there. I think it is. Give him a little helping hand. A lot of teamwork going on. It's nice to see, actually. I like to see it in qualifying. Not so much in the race where, you know, like one guy's holding the whole pack up so his teammate gets away. But certainly helping your teammate out in qualifying is it's a big brain idea. And you can do it for most of this lap if you're the one on the out lap and you're towing someone and you cut the corners. It takes a lot of coordination to do it, but it's definitely possible. Anyway, let's see what Connor does, what sort of time he puts in. It's going to be a 1:18.6, which is faster than any qualifying time we saw in the sprint. Jessek's about to start his first flying lap of the session, and we'll probably get a bit of a tow in return from Connor here. Leg Trader's put in a 1:19.5, 9 tenths behind Connor's time there. As you know, Connor extremely quick. There we go, moving out of the way. Giving really good set to 1 times, the Williams. Helping each other out. We've got some more times in. We've got Heller on a 1:19.7. DNB's time, you could see that he slowed down halfway through the lap, so wasn't happy. He's probably going to go again. Yeah, look out for that. So here comes Jessek then. Already 4.5 minutes gone of this session. If Jessek puts in a 1:19.0, that's still 4 tenths slower than Connor. Didn't look like he had a great exit to turn 2 there on his flying lap. There's the Dunster. It's the assistant to the regional manager, my main man, number 1, the Dunster. Looking for another good solid qualifying session here. Nick is out of the session in the Alpine. Disappointing. Those qualifying sessions. The Dunster puts in a 1:21.0. These are all banker laps. unless it starts to rain, then that'll be your lap time. Polish Hammer's putting a 120.1. This is JTK now on his first flying lap. 118.6 is the current provisional pole time. Almost 5/10 quicker, Connor, than his teammate. He's sitting in second. Husky yet to leave the garage. Liam yet to leave the garage for this session. Plenty of time left. Weather dependent, as you can see, it doesn't look like it's raining, it's just overcast. JTK taking it to the absolute limit there. The second of the double right-handers. A little wobble. That will cost time. A few hundredths here and there. Soon adds up. Especially in a qualifying that we expect to be very, very close at the top. A 118.9. So exactly a tenth quicker than Jesek, but still quite far off. Almost 4 whole tenths down on Connor. There's Pinkman, currently running 10th, and now running second, a 118.969. That's a very good lap. Husky is out, and there's Liam. I don't know if Liam's further forward. Yeah, Liam's further forward, so we'll get on board with Liam for now. And the Ferrari, of course, second position in the sprint race, a very good finish, a podium, of course, and we're looking to do something similar here in the feature race. Some big points for him. A bit of a late break into turn 1 there, I think. Might have got away with it. Need to widen the angle up to turn 2 as much as possible. Got a caution in sector 3 right now, but that's okay. 3 flags, back racing, or back qualifying at least. Into the double right-hander now. Some split time at the end of sector 2. It's going to be it's going to be a 52.3. Really taking the car to the limits there. Very well controlled. And a 118.9. Look at all those high 118s. It's very close between a lot of drivers. Let's see what's he going to put in. A 118.7, so almost 2 tenths quicker than Jesek. And that's good enough for the front row of the grid. Blue Goggy in sector 1. Coming late, won't have as many laps under his belt. And it's alright practicing, but nothing like getting those racing laps, those high pressure laps. Oh, and that's, yeah, clearly that was too much there. Trader currently running 7th, having a decent qualifying session. Really needs to put some points up just for the confidence, really, more than anything. Oh, and he's put it into the wall there. So he's going to be here 119.5 regardless. Hell is invalidated. The Dunster's on an outlap. DMB, let's see, two sectors. I think DMB's on an inlet right now. Yeah. So 7 minutes and 20 to go. As he kind of back out once again, not messing about on the outlet. I'm going to give Jessic a toe this time. Just to try and get a Williams front row. Now he's going to let Jessic go. I think Jessic might be his turn to give Connor a toe. They're both getting set for their flying lap. Probably got time for one more run after this. It's going to be close. We might well have time for another one. Yeah, DRS enabled. Let's see. Jessic moves over, you see. Yeah, gives Connor the toe. The DRS. You clearly see the Williams drivers working together, trying to secure Connor the pole position. He's definitely got a chance. If you Jessic now, just have to come in. Nick's asking for an invite. Problem with that, Nick, is if I haven't got you added, then yeah, I'm not going to be able to invite you. No, I can't invite you because I don't have you added. You have to add me before the race. Just tag Heller in the chat and he'll invite you. Tag Heller in the chat, he'll invite you. Trust. Looks to be a very, very solid lap from Connor, by the way. Let's see what time he puts in. It's a 1:18.4, so a 3/10 gap now on Husky. Jessek's come back into the pits, which I expected him to do. Oh no, you failed your driving test there, Connor. That was very poor. You just killed two old ladies. Nobody out at the minute. Everybody waiting for that final run. So Connor, I think he's got time to get back in and have another run. Just cutting the corners here, just making sure. I think if he's going to do that, you might as well have gone just full send it into turns 1 and 2 and cut straight over. Still drifting and blue doggy don't have a time, and that's gonna increase the pressure for this last one immeasurably. You really want a decent time before you start your last run, because then it gives you the opportunity to really push the track and the car to the absolute limits, knowing that you've already got a lap time in the bag. But if you haven't, it becomes very risky. Just 3 out right now. DMB, who's just along. He's got Heller just down. We might be able to see him. Not quite. Maybe now I slowed down. Nope. But he's just behind anyway, you have to trust on that. And the Donster, who's about halfway round his outlap. And you see people starting to make moves, starting to come out of the pits. Husky just coming out now. JTK down in 6th. Couple of tenths. And you're making a lot of moves here. Let's see what DMB can do. You have to start making a move if they want to put a lap in. Just over 2 minutes of the session to go. No movement from JTK or Pink Offside yet. I think they're just coming out of the pit. That was not a good entry there into the set of corners. The final chicane, sorry, from DMB. Looking to improve quite a bit here on that 120.5. We're about to see. No, coming back in the pits, not happy with that. So Liam Doherty will be the first of the big hitters. Hella high up to 7th position. Very respectable qualifying lap so far. Qualifying position. Well, lap as well so far. We've got Liam now as we're following. His final lap of the session. Oh, and that's Liam's qualifying over. JTK's going to have to get a move on here if he wants to get round in time. We're on board right now with Husky, current championship leader, currently in 2nd position on the grid. Could all change, so we'll be looking to go quicker, of course. Obviously not looking to go slower, that would be ridiculous. Very tight for these guys. Still on outlaps. I think they're going to make it though. You might run into traffic here. You have to be. These guys are going to have to be careful. Across the start finish line. Let's see what he does. It's a 1:18.626. That's currently 2nd position. Let's see what JTK is going to do then. Keeping on drifting and blue groggy, as I mentioned previous. That's going to be high pressure laps there. JTK's getting a little bit of a tow right now. That'll be interesting. Mercedes just in front, I believe. He's gone through, so I think he might have had a bit of a tow there. Pink wash right, not improving. Currently 4th position, 1:18.9. A lot of these drivers very close together. JTK going to be able to separate himself from the pack. It's a 1:18.7. That's only good enough for 3rd. Drift King and Blue Goggy both got times in, but that's at the end of qualifying, and it's going to be Connor on pole position, Husky in 2nd, JTK 3rd, Jessek in 4th, Pink Washed Eye and Liam in the 3rd row of the grid, followed by the 2 Mercedes of the Donster and Heller. Legs Frader with a more than respectable 9th position there. Blue Goggy, pressure at the end, but got 10th. Followed by Polish Hammer, Drift King, DMB, and the only person not to put a time in during qualifying, Nick Broom, is going to be in 14th position. While we do end this session and go into the feature race for the evening, I'd just like to invite you to share the stream if you wish to do so. You can also become a channel member, and I could tell you that we do have a little bit of a thing going on here where if you're a channel member, you'll be entered into a draw for F125 when it's released. Somebody is going to have to win a free copy of that. Hi Seth, I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing? I hope you're good. Here we go then. Sunny conditions, which is what we'd like to see. I don't think a wet race would be particularly. It'd be interesting, but you know, it's always better to have a dry race. Sorry to hear that, Seth. I hope it's nothing too serious. Obviously, your health comes before anything else. Good evening, IRS. It's my main man. It's LB. How are you doing tonight? How's the weekend league going? We're just waiting, by the way, for fuel strategies and you know, pit stops and stuff. What they're going to do. So we can have a look at the Sporting Nick. Alright. Let's have a look at the tyres then. Well, Connor's going out on hard, so he's looking for a long stint. And it says DMB, but I think that's reasonable from DMB, given how far back on the grid he is. I'm not sure about the hard strategy to start with from Connor, especially if there's a safety car, you know, like 10 laps in or whatever, 10, 11 laps in. Everyone else on mediums, so quite clearly everybody favouring, well, almost everyone favouring the medium tyre to start with, which is my preferred method, if you like, my preferred strategy. It gives you the flexibility if there's a safety car relatively early on, obviously not like lap 1 or 2, but like a third of the race that you can try and stretch a hard tyre to go the rest of the way, and that gives you only one stop under a safety car. And it was doing alright in the race, in the sprint race. Unfortunately, I think he got slung off going through Parabolica there, so yeah, unfortunate. It is an easy place, though, you know, you get on those curbs, or, you know, you just overcook it a little bit and you're in a wall and your race is over. Everybody lining up then. We're just waiting for Nick just to get into his grid box as he comes around the final corner there. You can see in the background. Again, watch out turn 1. It was very clean in the sprint race. Hopefully it'll be clean again. So the lights are out and we're underway, and that's a decent start from Husky actually. And you see everyone trying to position themselves. You could have the outside line coming out of turn 2. So Colin Husky doing a good job there. GTK managed to hold on to 3rd. See a really good start from the top 5. Well, top 4, sorry. Lost Eye, not the quickest start. There he is in 5th position, but managed to close the gap once again. Guessing we're going to see a lot of DRS trains, maybe one really long one from 1st down to anywhere really, 9th, 10th, 11th, even down to 14th, at least for a time. A good start from Connor, especially given he's on the hard tyre, but he's going to be he's going to be open for a pass due to the compound that he's on and the fact that people behind him are going to have DRS, which is going to be enabled, and then straight away I think we get it here. Up into fourth, overtaking Jessic, so having a decent time of it, I think. Oh, I saw a bit of damage there near the back. Let's have a look. Jessic goes through again. So I think, yeah, is that Hella front left end plate? Yep. So damage there for Hella. Back to the front then. Connor just over 2/10 in front. And very important that he maintains his lead for as long as possible. Because then you have a distinct advantage. And those hard tyres really start to get into the peak performance levels. It's going to be really difficult for him to hold people off though. That will be my worry on the hard tyres. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how that develops in terms of the race. Husky is in second. You see the fast lap, just changing hands there. Husky up into first, not the best camera angle, thank you, Game. JTK up into second, so Connor already down to third position. I think maybe his strategy will be just to stay within range right now on these hard tyres, as his teammate Jessic goes through. All things being well, and if we don't have any safety cars, then Connor will have extra pace on those mediums at the end. It's whether he's going to be close enough to make that a factor. Jessic now has dropped out of DRS range. Connor's managed to make the pass. JTK just, you see, they're gone through on Husky as well. Jessic losing out now to Pink Wash Eye. That's 2 positions. Pink looking to make a move, maybe? No. But Liam's gone through now on Jessic. And really bad lap for Jessic there. Down from 3rd to 6th position. In the space of about 3 corners. So JTK puts in the fastest lap, but as you see, Husky with the DRS is able to make the pass and make it quite easily. These two could do with obviously they're going to want to pull away from each other, but they could help each other out a little bit. Oh, so Connor there out of turn 2 with a little wobble. Pink's got good momentum here. He has that medium tyre, which will be superior to the hard tyre right now in terms of performance. But yeah, this top 2, the 1.5 the gap, if they can stay out of DRS range of those behind, they can just keep pulling away here. Don't really want to work together with a rival, but it can help. Pink Washed Eye now going through into 3rd position, and we'll be looking to try and get DRS before the start of the next lap. 1.1 is the gap. I imagine JTK is going to make a run down the start-finish straight here and take the lead. And Pink is down into 10th, so there's a big incident there behind. As JTK goes through into 1st position, Pink Wash Eye is in 14th, still running. But yeah, has damage, and we've got a VSC. If I was him now, I'd just get in the pits. He has done correct move to make there. Hella's come into the pits for a wing change as well, I believe. So yeah, VSC. So providing it doesn't go to a full safety car, DRS will be enabled as soon as we get to the green flags. shouldn't get a full safety car. Be a little bit harsh if we did. But in this game, you never know. So here we go, green flags. We're back racing, and just in time for a bit of DRS as the Donster goes through on Connor. Those hard tyres not working out for Connor right now. Really starting to struggle on those hards, down to 9th position from first. Remember, he qualified in pole position, so that's quite disappointing for him. Husky through into first position again. Jessic and Liam side by side. You see Jessic goes through. That's going to be a full safety car, and that's going to slow everyone down a little bit. Too early, I would imagine, to put on a set of hards and have them last the whole race. So maybe Connor is okay right now, you know, in terms of like everybody not pitting. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see the strategy that everyone employs. Our first safety car of the evening, and let's see what everybody decides to do at the end of the lap. Show Connor's wing. Do you think he's got damage? We have to wait until the... That's a great shout. Front left end plate. That is a great shout. That's well spotted. Eagle-eyed Seth there in the chat. Oh, that's gonna... Oh, my word. His race has just gone from bad to worse. He's gonna have to pit in here, whether he likes it or not. We can see, yep, a big queue for the to get in the pits. Connor's gonna have to go on medium tyres, and I think that's gonna really cost him. Doesn't have to double stack, so he was just enough behind. I've put those, yeah, mediums. Yeah, that eagle eye vision there. To spot that, or did you just have a feeling that he had damage, or did you spot it? I didn't notice that at all. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't realise that he had front wing damage. See, now this is the problem for him though, isn't it? It's that everybody's on fresh hard tyres. He's on the mediums, which will obviously you'll be quicker than those in front, but wow, he's really he's not going to take those to the end of the race. And if he does, if somehow he manages to get the mediums to last the rest of the race, they're going to be screaming at the end. He's going to be really struggling for traction. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's a great spot then. Yeah, fantastic spot in fairness. Yeah. He's probably going to have to put that in into the stewarding section of the Discord, especially if it's somebody he feels he's been wronged there. He was struggling anyway on those hard tyres though, wasn't he? It was a bold move, and you can appreciate that, but yeah, a tactical error, you have to say at this stage. We get one more lap of the safety car, not long, up to the back of the pack there. So we'll have to go another lap. Connor's going to be at a disadvantage here, I think. Nick is ghosted, so he's not going to be able to get like really close or anything. And if Nick stays ghosted during a restart, which hopefully he doesn't, then Connor's going to be slowed right down. Excuse me. Going to be slowed right down on the restart. That could be an issue. There we go then. Let's see though how he decides to do this. It's a very, very long run down to turn one. If you don't get it right, there could be 1, 2, 3 people overtaking you. Also, we said it before, and we'll say it again now, that safety cars normally mean there's going to be more safety cars, because everyone's bunched up and it's a rolling start, controlled by the driver in first. Everyone's jockeying for position. Husky's really going to back the pack up. I think he's going to go early, as early as possible actually, and try and catch people out. You can't really go late. The later you leave it, I think you're more likely to get past, especially around here at Monza, this track in particular. We're going to see, letting the safety car go. I would have tried to back him up a little bit more and gone now. He has gone, and JTK's not really been caught out. I think Husky went at the optimal time for everyone there. Wasn't early, wasn't really late. JTK now in first position. I thought that might happen. Got to time that pass. And Connor, yeah, Nick's still ghosted right now. Since Connor's dropped back a little bit. We'll watch Connor and see how he gets on, shall we, for a lap or two. He's 1.3 behind DMB already, but he has got those fresh medium tyres, of course. He's going to have to use them to his full advantage right now. So I suspect that he's going to have to pit in again at some point. That's 3 seconds for Hello. That's the first 3 seconds we've had this race so far. And I think we only had 2 penalties in the sprint race, which is, I'm actually quite impressed by that. It's very easy to overdo it and getting penalties. Gap in front, 0.6. Well, the problem he's going to have, even though he's on better tyres, is the big DRS train in front of him. It's going to make passing moderately more difficult. See how he gets on them. A couple of corners away from the DRS zone. Definitely got the superior pace. Slightly back out, but look at that, compromise the entry slightly. What a fantastic exit. DRS, I assume that he's got now, yeah. So that's a few that he's passed already. Just been getting 3 seconds there. Multiple track limit warnings, and we'll see if Connor makes any more places. Drift King's just dropped out of DRS. I don't know whether he's just about got that or not. It'll be interesting to see. You see that Leg Trader and Polish Hammer having a good go just in front. No DRS for Drift King. Husky's taken lead of the race, by the way. We're just going to stick with this for now, just to see what Connor, how quickly he can get through the pack. We've got plenty of time left. Nothing's set in stone right now in terms of the lead. I think we'll see that change quite a few times. So, catching up with Polish Hammer and Leg Trader, but after leg trader, there's quite a gap to the Donster. That could be the first major issue, or major obstacle even, that Connor has to overcome. As you can see, Polish Hammer, even with DRS, is unable to defend on Connor, and has picked up 3 seconds for multiple track limit warnings as well. Penalties starting to come in a little bit more frequently, as expected, with the more laps that we see. I think JTK is going to go for Husky for first position. We're going to stick with Connor still. No DRS for leg trader, so see, very, very close. He's going to get round early. It looks like he is, so up into 7th. Again, though, the real issue is going to be the drop off on the mediums. A little bit wide there, maybe got a track limit warning. So we're able to get the RS this lap. And a very, very, very good set of corners there through the chicane. So DMB's retired from the session, and that's going to bring out another safety car. This could be actually to Connor's advantage. Putting another fresh set of mediums on if he has them. Yeah, he's coming in. Now I think he could last the whole race. It's still not easy, but you know, he's going to have what, 13, 14 racing laps to do it on, rather than you know, the 6 that he's already done, plus the 13, 14. So this is a smart strategy here from Connor. We'll be at the back of the pack, but I'll have fresh medium tyres, where everyone else, as you can see, 6-lap old hard tyres. I think that really does even up everything. It's a little bit lucky with the don't ask me why it says VSC. You can clearly see there's a safety car out, but I think that kind of brings things back together in terms of, you know, Connor being in with a chance of a podium or even a race win here. One more lap of the safety car at least. I think it will be just the one. Hell, we're at the back of the pack, so no reason for the safety car to stay out any longer. This is not under the safety car. This is where it becomes an unrealistic simulation in terms of, so in real life, obviously you've got to wait until the track has been cleared of any debris, but here on the game, most of the time it's just getting everybody bunched up at the back of the pack. There's no actual debris to clear, it just despawns. So once everybody's lined up, safety car will normally come in. I've seen odd exceptions, but generally speaking, that's what happens. a good chance here if you finish the race, you're gonna score points. So it's massively important for everybody to make sure that they keep it clean and just try and stay in it. Safety car coming in. It's going to be JTK this time that leads us out of the safety car, and I wonder if he's going to try and employ a different strategy. You see, I think he's trying to back him up a little bit more than Husky did. About now I'd be going. You've got plenty of room there, margin for error. Oh, he's leaving it later. Now he's gone. Marginally later. And he hasn't caught Husky out. Husky was expecting that. That's why I think the early one... Oh, no, has he slowed down again? I don't think that's strictly allowed, you know. I think that's potentially a penalty. Everybody got through relatively unscathed. Connor's in 8th position. Remember, fresh medium tyres, and I think that will be a big difference maker. I think that could actually be the difference in terms of a race win. Has to get through as quickly as possible. Doesn't want to be waiting and to make passes. Needs to really get on it. We'll see if he can, and if he can, how fast he gets through everyone. So he's up into 6th. Let's actually get on board with him again. He has got those fresh mediums on, and this could be a big difference maker early on at least, and it could lead to him gaining position really quickly. Well, DMB in the chat, how you doing, mate? Unlucky on the not finishing. Good to see you in though, of course. Super skills there. Yeah, I'm doing very well, thank you. I hope you're well too. Just having a quick look at Connor here. We expect to be making a move on these in front, but all these cars with DRS, it's going to make it difficult. That's for sure. You always get one now and again though, don't you? It's frustrating, and it's annoying as well, obviously. A track like this too, it's quite an easy one to DNF on. Track's quite narrow, and with these chicanes, then you're side by side with somebody, or you just overdo it and you get thrown off. There's always next week. Come back and get yourself back on the grind. You see Connor really struggling now to get through, and that's because all the cars in front of them, except for JTK in first position, of course, have DRS. That's making things really tough. He's a really, really, really solid exit here, and I think he might be able to pass Blue Doggy. Let's actually just go a bit further up, and Blue Doggy defending for his life there. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. Did you see that? Did you see that in the background? That was, that is not good. And someone was definitely at fault there. That's not just a little, oh, we can, you know, coming together and whatnot. That is, I don't like to point fingers during a race, so I won't. But somebody has absolutely sent somebody else into a wall there. Now you can draw your own conclusions from that. That's pretty disgusting behaviour, that. There's no need. That's not becoming of this league. And we don't like to see that. That's not what we're about. I know, oh yeah, it's good to see, you know, crashes and whatnot. It's not really what we like. We want to see good, hard, clean racing, and that was not it. I'm just going to say, as I mentioned, I'm not pointing any fingers of blame. The stewards will decide afterwards what happened, and if we need to take any sort of action. But that did look pretty disgusting to me, I'm not going to lie. Anyway, Nick decided not to pit in, so that puts him in first position right now, which is going to make the restart interesting, I'll tell you that. So you'll be on older tyres, of course. Everybody, I suspect, would have gone on to the mediums. Let's see, shall we? Yes. Which is understandable. But still, that's I'm massively disappointed in the lack of awareness. He might not be, you know. No, look, where is he? I did first. Why am I? Yeah, he's AI again. So possibly he's disconnected. Still going to make for a very interesting restart. Because an AI restart, obviously, massively different to restarting behind a human being, let's say. One more lap of safety car. This is more or less become a sprint race at the end here, or towards the end of this race. Interesting to get the driver's point of view on what happened. Something to look out for if you're in the Discord. Then look out for it kicking off after this race for sure. I believe this will be the final lap of the safety car, and I think because we've had 3 safety cars, I don't think we get to see another one regardless of what happens. although we'll see. Seth with a penalty 2 now. As well, back underway by the way. I was accidentally muted, and Jessica up to third. I think this race has more or less been between Husky and JTK, and it looks like they're pulling away a little bit once again. We'll have to see if they're able to keep together at the front. The Donster up to 4th position, by the way, having a really good race. There's Liam going through on Nick. I'm going to assume now Nick is an AI, because as you can see, he is ghosted. Normally a good indicator that he's not actually racing and that it's an AI racing for him. IRS enabled again, and JTK has gone through, has been passed, sorry, by Husky. Husky is going to have to be careful. He's got to watch. JTK can be a bit sneaky with his strategy, and he might just hang back and then leave it until the last possible moment and make a pass. So, got to be keep an eye out and be a bit wary of that. It's good racing, by the way. Husky's very, very good at it. And it's a legitimate strategy that I do like to see. Penalties coming in thick and fast. JTK has not, he's decided not to to wait. I think maybe as the race goes a little bit longer, you will see that more. That 10 seconds for Liam is going to be absolutely devastating for him. It's not good at all. There we go, Husky putting in the fast lap of the race so far, and looking to pass, and will pass JTK with the DRS. And probably would have passed anyway. That start finish straight, you get a good slipstream to get through. Jesek in 3rd position is looking really good. The Donster's got a lot of pressure, and you see Liam just going through. Leg Schrader still going in 6th position. The Donster's left the session here. It's gone full AI, so connection issues for the Donster. That could be costly. We'll probably try and get him as quickly as possible. I'll finish the race. We're looking at this front 3 though, and they've managed to open up a very, very good gap to 4th position. So this could be the battle for the race win. All 3 will be pretty confident in terms of getting a podium right now. As we ride on board with Jesek. We'll see if he's able to close in and maybe get a pass on one or two of the two in front. Well, a little wobble there from JTK. Turn slows Husky down a little bit. Really difficult. Really, really difficult. Got a really good view here. Riding on board with Jesek of all the action in front, and Jesek himself not out of this. Polish Hammer's moved up into 4th position. 3 seconds might be to his detriment at the end. We'll have to see what sort of gap, if any, that he can pull out. Looks like the Donst is still AI, yeah, and that's gonna be bad for the rest of the race. But as we get on board with Jesek, let me quickly. I don't know if I've got him added or not. No, I don't. I'm going to try and invite him in. Well, you should always add me before a race, because then you have a chance of getting back in. As you can see, if you don't, then you've got no chance. I was regional. He's just right. Cool. That's good. He's still got a chance. I mean, he's down in that. For some reason, I think he's pitted in for fresh hard tyres, or even old hard tyres actually. So that is that's ruined any chance he had of a 4th place finish. Still going to score points along with his teammate Ella, which is important as well. But clearly they would have wanted to finish higher. The Donster will not be doing that. Still the battle rages on here for the race win. We're about to start lap 26, so 2 laps left. JTK looking to make the move, and does make the move into 1st position. Jesek getting really, really close, just not close enough. If he's going to pass, he's going to have to pass the one that's in 1st place that doesn't have DRS, I believe, and so it's going to be really difficult. And then if he gets up to 2nd position, then he's got a chance of 1st. But been a very good session for Jesek, a very good evening actually in terms of performance, but has got to stay on the back. One tiny mistake from any of these 2 in front, and he's definitely got a chance of a race win still. So not out of it by a long way yet. As you see, there's JTK running wide. Husky is side by side, not quite in 1st as you can see, but almost, and he is now. Now there's a chance for Jesek with a good exit here. Through into 2nd position, but is he going to be able to hold it? He has got DRS. Up into 1st position. We're on the last lap of the race, remember. Jesek has taken the lead of this race for the first time, and we're on lap 27 of 27. So a fantastic effort here from Jesek. And this could be the turning point in the race. It came right at the end, putting his best 1st sector of the whole race, and is really, really pushing as hard as he can. Get on board quickly. You can see he's got a bit of ERS just to give him a little boost. He's just using it now just to stay in front. Oh, and he's just about holding on there. Is he going to be able to? No. This is going to come right down to the wire as JTK moves into second position. Husky down to third. Oh, JTK's gone through. Jesek down to second. Last corner. They're coming over the line now. It's going to be JTK, I believe. He's going to take the race win. Jesek gets second position just from Husky there. So close between the top three. Polish Hammer with fourth. Leg Schrader fifth. That 10 seconds for Liam, doing major damage in terms of his finishing position. Yeah, that was a really, really close finish. And here comes the Donster in eighth. Really unlucky that his AI pitted him in for new tyres. That was, yeah. Heller's retired. He's going to take ninth anyway. Donster takes eighth. But what a finish there to that race. That is unreal. Fantastic racing at the front. Jesek so unlucky. Did so well though, you know. But we'll probably be a little bit disappointed that didn't manage to get the race win. But here's JTK on the top step. And that's a big race win. And a big win in the sprint race. It's going to be... this is going to be quite a few points, as you can see. 12 points more than Husky tonight, so that's going to really close the gap. Husky did get the fast lap, so that's at least something for him as well. We need a driver of the day, and it's going to probably... fourth to second for Jesek there, although I think we give it Polish Hammer. I think Polish Hammer is our driver of the day. Yep, I'm going to call that right there. 8th position, so a nice point in the sprint race after qualifying 9th, and then 4th position in the race. A really strong effort. So well done to Polish Hammer, but what a race there, especially at the end. Fantastic stuff, but JTK does take it. Yeah, I will do, mate. I'm just just putting a driver of the day in the chat. All I can say is I hope you enjoyed that race as much as I enjoyed commentating on it. Full of action. The whole evening, the sprint race was a great watch too. And have a great week, and we'll see you the same time next week. Be aware, Tier 2 on Sunday, same time, 8 PM UK, and on a Tuesday, on a Sunday, sorry, that's a fantastic league. And we'll see you same time next week for my commentary. Just like to thank Hella for allowing me to commentate on this league. Always love it. It's always full of action. Always enjoy myself. And yeah, see you next week, guys.